Hi everyone, welcome back to the Bubbly Stuffer, and this video is going to be about 2024 goal setting and just a quick check-in on how we went for 2023. This is the second time I'm recording this video because the first time I forgot some of my goals. So some of this has already been crossed off. So I used this budget planner from Natalie at Rainbow Budgets last year, or this year. I printed it off. I bought the downloadable version. I printed it. I started using it. Didn't use it till its full potential. It just seemed a bit too difficult to do that and start really focusing on my budget. So I stopped using it, but I did write down my goals in here. So the first goal was to get wardrobes. When we bought this house, all the wardrobes in the rooms had just hanging space, no shelving or anything, and none of the doors really slid along their tracks very well or anything like that. So we replaced all the wardrobes, so that was done. Cut down all the trees. We cut down the trees out the back, but we initially got a quote at the beginning of last year to cut down, beginning of this year to cut down the trees out the front, which was $3,000. By the time we saved up $3,000 and got them back, they had increased their price to $8,000. So I told them that's not happening, and we bought a couple of tools, and my husband's been slowly working through that and cutting down all of the trees, but we've got 2 trees left that are close to power lines, which he is not comfortable in cutting down, unfortunately. So we've got them back and done a quote, and it's $1,760 to get those 2 trees done, and they're booked in to get done on the 2nd of January. So I have now got them as part of my 2024 goals and saying we didn't really do that in 2023. Want to build up the sinking funds, which we did do. Get 1 month ahead, we didn't do. Start funding Disney, we did start that. And increase 3 to 6 months saving, that didn't happen. So unfortunately we depleted a lot of that through vet bills and stuff this year. I've added up how much I've spent on vet bills, and it's like a staggering $7,000 or something this year. So we had to, my dog Wookie, we had surgery for at the beginning of the year. They found a lump and cancer and things like that, so we got that removed, and but he just never really fully recovered. And there was he's always been a dog that's had lots of infections, ear infections, but they just seem to be really consistent this year. And so each vet visit was like $420 for this, and then $600 for that. And he was also on Cytopoint, which is an allergy injection, and so that was $129 each month. So we were getting that, plus his food was about $200 a month because he was grain-free and chicken-free. And it's very difficult in Australia to buy chicken-free pet food, because even though it's beef flavour at the front, when you read the ingredients, a lot of it has chicken stock in it, which would flare up his allergies. So the dog food that I was getting was actually imported from America, because they're much better at single protein foods in America. So that's what he was on, but it was about $200 a month, plus the $129 injection for allergies. And then he was also on Zydac for his arthritis, which was, I think, $49 a month. So we had those as regular vet bills, and then these other ones just kept creeping up. So the 3 to 6 month savings got depleted, and in the end, a lot of it just started going on the credit card. And you'll see that as one of the goals for 2024 is to now reduce that back down, because unfortunately we did have to put Wookie down a few weeks ago because it just became too difficult for him to stay upright. So his legs kept splaying out like this on the tiles, on the vinyl flooring and stuff like that. On the carpet it was okay, on the grass it was okay because it seemed there was a little bit more traction, but most of my house is vinyl and tiles, so he just couldn't keep himself upright. And it was just too painful to continue to watch. He was 17 and things, but it has been a hard hit to the credit card as well as our family, so that's a big miss. But so that is where we're at for 2023. And then for 2024, I've got some goals here. So I've put the cut down the trees, which will be $1,760. So once they're done, then we can install the side fence, because at the moment the trees are pretty much the side fence and I don't want that. So once the trees are gone, then we'll put a side fence up. We're estimating that to about $2,000, so we're saving for that. We need to pay off the credit card, which is $5,000, and then we need to save for Disney, which is happening in January 2025. So I want to save $20,000 this year. So that's going to be a big ask, but we're going to try. So there are our financial goals. Then I've put down some family goals. The first one is to have one family activity a month. We've got a adventure challenge book that we bought a couple of years ago where you scratch off and you do an activity, and we've done 1 or 2 activities, but we were moving house and then we were settling into this house, and each weekend was kind of taken up with making changes to this house to make it what we wanted and things. So we just stopped scratching, A, because of money, and B, because of time. So this year I want to bring that back as more of a priority, that we're going to spend time together. So I want to scratch off at least once a month and do that activity. Limit takeout to once a week. I want to have a low spend year, so that's going to hopefully contribute to our ability to save for Disney by having a low spend year. And take more photos, because each year I do a photo book for Christmas for the grandparents, and I do it for us as well, and just have them printed out. But this year I actually really struggled to have enough photos to choose from, and I've realized with my son getting older and my husband and I both working full time and getting busy, we just didn't take a lot of time this year to take photos. So I want to make sure we take more photos next year. And then lastly, I've got personal goals. So next year I want to be kinder to myself and stop talking down to myself. I want to be consistent. So I want to be consistent on YouTube, both on this channel and my other channel. I want to be really consistent with my Facebook Lives, and my classes, because I do online classes and I want to start doing in-person classes. So I want to be really consistent with that. And I want to be consistent with exercise. I don't want to put a target on it as in 10,000 steps a day, or I want to go to the gym 3 times a week, because that is not going to happen. But I just want to be consistent in what I do. And what I found in the past, if I implement one thing at a time, like one small thing at a time, and get consistent with that, then I can add something to it, rather than doing a massive overhaul and going, I'm changing my diet, I'm doing this exercise, and I'm doing all this, and it's too much change all at once, and then nothing sticks and everything all falls over. So I just want to do small, consistent changes, and be intentional. So stick to what I say, because I don't like confrontation, and I don't like I struggle to say no to certain people, and so I end up doing activities or get-togethers or things, and I come home and I just feel like crap because I've put myself in a situation where I didn't really want to go to start with. I didn't enjoy myself, and I should have just said no. So I want to be really intentional and stick to what I say and learn to say no. And then the other thing is I want to let go and have fun. I've noticed my son's getting older, and I know he's not going to want to spend a lot of time with me the older he gets. So I just want to let go a little bit and have fun with him whilst he still wants to have fun with me, rather than stressing about how clean the house is or whether I've ticked off the things on my to-do list or things like that. So just enjoy myself a little bit more this year. So I'd love to hear what your goals are for 2024, whether they're financial goals, family goals, personal goals, anything. And I hope to be able to check in and stay consistent with these, and at least do a video each quarter or so to check in the progress. I look forward to catching you in the next video. Thanks everyone for watching. Bye.